Hello, this is Pat Risser from the United States, and greetings, Bob, and all of those who are there for the training. I want to tell you how Bob and I came to meet and even become friends. Um, I didn't want to like Bob at first. Uh, I've been an advocate all of my adult life, and I've fought hard for people and people's rights, and as an advocate, I sometimes worked in a hospital setting or someplace where people were put into restraints. And when I first heard about Bob and the stuff that he was teaching, I was adamantly opposed to anything he could possibly say, because I felt like there's no such thing as a kinder, gentler restraint. And I also am somebody who has been on the receiving end and been placed into restraints and seclusion myself. And so I really was opposed to anything that was restraints, and like I said, I didn't believe there could be such a thing as a kinder, gentler restraint. And so I was fully prepared to dislike Bob and anything he had to say right from the beginning. But I met Bob through a mutual friend for whom I have a great deal of respect, and she introduced me to Bob via email, and Bob said, he respected my opinion, but would like me to see what it is he's talking about. So I was invited to attend one of his trainings. And like I said, I was extraordinarily skeptical, but I went determined to keep an open mind based on the fact that our mutual friend I have a great deal of respect for. I sat in the training, and I learned that how much time Bob devotes to talking about understanding and learning about the person, the individual, how to connect with and find meaning in that connection with the person, and meaningful heart to heart, person to person connection. And by learning those things first, Bob's really teaching how to avoid using restraints, if at all possible. And then if a person is restrained, it's minimally in terms of time, in terms of intrusion into onto the person, and it's less a restraint than it is helping the person to get a break, take a momentary time out to allow the brain to sort of catch up with where the person is emotionally, so that they can rationally get straight in their head and have the opportunity to sort of de-escalate and back down. The way the material is presented is so rich and caring and very meaningful. And I really feel like, I know Bob genuinely cares about people, and that this is not something that would normally be imposed upon a patient. This is something that now is something that is offered to people, not patients. There isn't that sort of objective distance that make it more horrible than it need be. I have survived horrible child abuse, and that led to my being a mental patient in the system, and the sense of hopelessness and helplessness was re-traumatizing when the system would put me into restraints or seclusion. I don't think that what Bob is teaching would have that same sort of harmful effect upon an individual. Bob and the things that he's teaching are extraordinarily sensitive to people and their trauma issues. And I just, I've gotten to know Bob. I understand what a wonderful, uncaring person he is, and that this training really puts people first rather than intervention first. It respects people's dignity and safety, and it's just it's not even a kinder, gentler form of restraint. It's a kinder, gentler way of interacting with another human being. Thank you.